loss last night, this one to the Clippers. That is now 9 losses in their last 12 games. Lakers now have just a 0.9% chance of making the playoffs, according to basketballreference.com. Yesterday, LeBron was asked about potentially being shut down for the rest of the season. Here's what he had to say.
Well, I mean, that's a conversation that probably will be had between me and Luke. Going forward, I don't know what the what's going on as far as that with the postseason, things of that nature. So I felt like this was definitely a game that we needed tonight for obvious reasons. There's a team that we were chasing, and we didn't take care of business. So, you kind of look at the rest of the games and look at the percentages of what's going on here in the future and see what makes more sense, for not only me but for the team itself as well. For me personally, I can speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody else. Continue to be the professional and be as great as you can be every single night, no matter the circumstances, because someone is always watching.
Chris, I get the feeling this is going to be the ongoing narrative now moving forward, whether or not you shut down LeBron James now, or once they are officially mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. What do you think they should do?
First of all, I think that conversations between LeBron and Magic more so than LeBron and Luke.
Yeah.
He threw Luke a little bone. That was nice.
I think he did the right thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Say Luke. Yeah. But my opinion is that they should not shut LeBron down until they're mathematically eliminated. Because, look, do I think they're done? Yes. I thought they were done before last night. Even if they had won last night, I thought they were pretty much done. But there is a chance. You do have LeBron James. You never know what can happen. And I think for LeBron, optically, there have been a lot of missteps for him this year. Mm-hmm. Sitting on the bench in Indiana away from his teammates. Now, that may not have been anything, but optically, it looked bad. Optically, a lot of people are looking at all the things LeBron's doing off the court and starting to question, the album with 2 Chainz and all the TV shows. Did he really come to L.A. to win at basketball, or did he come here to be a Hollywood mogul and so on and so forth? So I just think that
both of those things can be true.
Right. I agree. But this would be one more thing that would be a bad look, in my view, if he shut it down right now. I think once they're mathematically eliminated, fine, you can shut him down. We understand the future. But right now, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either. And it'll be a while, by the way, until the Lakers are mathematically out of it. That's the other part of it. Even though they're down to 1% chance, in order for them to be cross through in the standings, the Clippers going to have to keep winning games. The Spurs going to have to win games. They're going to have to. So we're talking about, if it is math, like game 75, game 76, and we're only right now through game 64. So it would be a bit of time. But the other element is not just the optics, because he would get killed for it. Even if it's the smart thing, and I know Chris has strong opinions about why it could be the smart thing, he would get killed for it in the media. I don't know how much he cares about that, but that absolutely would happen. The other element is there's a responsibility to being LeBron James. He's the most important player in the league. He is the most viewed player in the league. He is the player more than anyone else that fans pay money to go see. And if you are, they play the Bulls this week. I don't know if the game's in Chicago or next week, in Chicago or in Los Angeles, but you're a Bulls fan and you wanted to go all year to see LeBron. You have one chance. Gonna miss that chance? Like there is an element.
That does happen, though.
Of course,
just sit out a game.
Right, and that there is a randomness to that, like the load management thing. But with a month left in the year, to shut it down when you have been the standard bearer of the league for the last decade plus, there's an element that I think...
He's got a bigger commitment to the Los Angeles Lakers than he does the NBA right now. That's the reason why he signed that 4-year. This is going to be the last four laps of his career. At least. He might decide to play more. It'll probably be with the Lakers, but his responsibility is to the Lakers. Now, the Lakers should shut him down. The Lakers should do him a favor. Magic Johnson should have a press conference. Me and LeBron James got into a fist fight last night. He demands to go out there. He wants the fans in Chicago, Los Angeles fans. Yeah, but I'll take that bullet for him. That's what Magic should do. It would be the smartest thing that they've done since Christmas, when they lost, when LeBron got hurt. It'd be the smartest decision that they've made. Take that hit for LeBron. Say, man, we got into a disagreement. I respect LeBron. I respect last year he played all 82 games. I respect his love for the league. But his responsibility is to the Los Angeles Lakers.
And explain why you think LeBron should be shut down.
Because his body can decompress. Look what he's been through the last 10 years. Forget about the games. I'm talking about the mental stress he's been under. All right, so his body can decompress. Science shows you. And when you're not competing, when you're not doing weight-bearing exercises, your body gets a chance to repair. When has he really had a chance for his body to repair? And what good is he going to do? What if he scores 500 more points? What if he has 300 more assists the rest of the season? What good does it do? This team will be a totally different team next year in October when they take the court. So him playing with these young players is not going to benefit because most of them to none of them will be there. It's the Lakers organization. Be bigger than the NBA. Take control of it. Man, have LeBron kicking and screaming going out the door. And have LeBron conditioning for the next 4 months. Let his body, from non-weight-bearing stuff, get ready to get this free agent, to recruit. That being AD or Kawhi or someone else who wants to be able to come to. That's what I would do. If I'm Magic Johnson, that's what me and LeBron got into a fist fight. He wants to play. I'm not going to allow him to play. That's what someone for the Lakers should do right now.
I think, look, I think you're right that this team likely looks differently. We all know the guys on the one-year deals will probably be gone. But what if they don't get any of the free agents, which I think is very possible, if not probable.
And the Anthony Davis trade doesn't happen.
Right. Then Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, these guys are at least
Lonzo,
a part of the near future for the Lakers. And I think for them, this is beneficial. It's been, look, sometimes you learn from the hard knocks. Sometimes you learn from negative things. And this is their playoff run. Now, they haven't done well with it, but those young guys need to know what it's like to play in significant games that have a lot of meaning, if in case they're part of your future.
Let me tell you what those young guys are experiencing.
So they're not going to get it if LeBron
Let me tell you what those young
down.
guys are experiencing. A group that LeBron has never experienced with before. When LeBron said, I'm getting ready to go get it, he went and got it. Even when the Celtics, when he lost, he put that team on his back. They lost. He can't do that now. He tried to do that the last 3 games. LeBron said that he was activating. I didn't say it. If he ain't say it, I wouldn't be criticized.
And just because you and I have talked about this a lot on and off the air, correct me if I'm wrong, you're not ready to say it's because he can't do that anymore moving forward. But you think because coming off the injury, at the weight he's at the stamina that he's at the health that he's at, he can't do it now.
These last 3 games they lost, he didn't get 30 shots up. When LeBron say I'm getting ready to go get it, you can tell from the beginning of the game, there's a different tempo, there's a different beat. He getting ready to shoot his shots no matter where they end up. He has the mentality of a Harden in those games. He has not had that.
He hasn't done it.
He told me he was activating, and I'm watching it, and I know it used to be a Bentley, but it ain't running like a Bentley. Now, when you are a Bentley, I expect a Bentley performance. This is LeBron James. This is not no one else. You've watched every one of his games. You've watched his whole career. If we are being honest, we know when LeBron went to the gas, he did not have
he has not been himself since the injury.
That's why we should shut him down.
Is he banged up? I'm with you. If
I think
that's the only reason.
I think he's clearly still banged up. And even if
I'm not sure. This could be age.
Well, but I don't think age typically.
That's a good conversation.
I mean, seriously,
I don't think
know
age
that it
happens
is,
in
but
4 months.
Age happens quick.
Man, I don't think you go from
Dr. J, quick.
It does happen before. There is no time clock. It is, and I tell Nick, it is sudden.
It's right. That's what I'm saying.
It's one day I ran a crossover route and the dude was lost, and the next day he was in my hip pocket. I don't know when it happened, but it happened quick.
It happens quickly.
The Elgin Baylor example is a great one, Dr. J as well. But what those guys didn't do was go from the best in the league to old. They went from.
Well, he's still really good. He's still great.
This is the thing about being
nobody's saying
this is the thing about being old, Nick. You can't just appropriate that to great players. Everybody gets old.
Of course.
So even guys who are marginal players, when it hits them fast. Brett Favre. Brett Favre looks good. I said, he getting ready to hit that wall, and it went fast. Tom Brady tricked us.
Right.
All right? Now, LeBron, what is he going to do? Is it injury or is it age?
Right. Yeah, I'm not saying it's definitely age. I'm just
that's
saying
a good question.
Right.
Yes,
that's
sir.
Yes,
I'll explain it this way. You know what? As soon as it hits for me, I'll let you know.
Man, that's why Jenny gets all those extra days off because she's trying to fend off the age.
It's the wall, which I don't know anything about.
We give her extra
Much more first things first right after this.
That's true. Jenna's on a special.